emphasis on playoff game, but will you have time to meet virtually with the Jets?
I have no idea. That's not even allowed this week, so that's far from anywhere on my radar.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
It's okay. They'll do it next week.
That's Texans offensive coordinator Bobby Slowik. Joe, you say that as if the Texans are going to lose on Saturday because
he can interview no matter what next week.
I don't want that to happen. I don't want him distracted before a better opponent than the Los Angeles Chargers.
Ah, good point.
See,
it's a good point, but if he's really head coach material, he's not. Doing interviews the week of a game should be okay.
They don't have to know that. They don't have to.
If you want Bobby Slowik gone, I think the Texans have to win on Saturday. Don't right?
They have to go on a deep run.
Don't they at least have to win on Saturday against the Chargers and score like 4 touchdowns?
They have to go to the conference championship game.
Like if they don't score offensively in this game, there's no chance Bobby Slowik's gone.
And well, if they don't score, then maybe he gets fired. Like if they have a disastrous outing, he theoretically could get caught. Look, everyone's out on him. I feel for him to a degree because the players do have to execute, but all season long, his offense has seemed needlessly complicated, or it's just something that his players cannot grasp. Whatever the case, the Jets have requested an interview with him, but they've also requested interviews with at least 15, perhaps more, other potential head coaches. I guess the news in the NFL this hour is that the Raiders have also fired their general manager. We'll see if the Raiders make a phone call for Nick Caserio, as we discussed in the break. But it seems like the only person that is perhaps going to be poached from the Texans coaching staff after this year was Slowik, given he's the only one that's gotten an interview request. None for Gerard Johnson, the quarterback coach, quite yet. Slowik was asked about the struggles of the Texans offense, and he is of the belief that they just need to get hot because they're capable of it.
We got to do everything we can to start to get hot, and that's really all it takes is if you get hot as an offense, especially around this time of year, that's a really good thing for your team and your organization. And I would say probably this year, generally, like I think last year we probably had a few hot streaks in there. I feel like this year we didn't have as many hot streaks and strides that we hit for multiple games as an offense this year. And that's really been our intent. Like how on the details can we be as we go through every single one of these practices and weeks so that we can kind of start a spark.
I mean, I don't think they had any hot streaks this year, to clarify. Did they have any?
Yeah.
First half against the Lions?
That's not a streak.
First drive, there was a streak of plays against the Tennessee Titans. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Find the spark. Feeling hot, hot, hot. What? You guys have never heard the famous song by Buster Poindexter?
No, I've heard it.
Yeah. No.
And I think that's a great rendition of it.
Me mind on fire. Me soul on fire. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Bobby Slowik?
Longest streak of the season, probably the Patriots game into the first half of the Packers game.
I was gonna say it has to be sandwiched between a team playing against a bad team and then the first half of the next game.
Yeah. They scored 19 points in the first half of the Packers game. So
feeling
of their
hot,
22 points.
Now, a lot of those were field goals, I think, but hot.
Only 2. There was 2 Joe Mixon rushing touchdowns in the first half. He rushed for 115 yards in that game. So, what were they, Paul?
Hot, hot, hot.
That's like 50 points in 6 quarters.
Yeah. That's their streak. That's the streak of the season. So they just got to do that again.
We go rum bum bum bum. Yeah, we go rum bum bum. Hot, hot, hot. Actual lyrics to this song. I'm way better than Buster Poindexter. How did this bastard get a hit single out of this?
I think we need like karaoke for Paul. Like, I think that should be one of your karaoke songs when you go out.
No.
I just want to see see it happen.
That song is beneath me. But Bobby Slowik thinks it's potential for them to get hot, hot, hot. We'll see. I'm a little skeptical. I don't know what streaks he's talking about. I think we all feel the same way. This is better than him saying football is football, but
Not by a lot.
No, it is by a lot. That was the worst thing I've ever heard this year.
When you get hot, which we haven't done all year.
But hey, you never know.
You never know.
Because football is football.
Football is football. 0-0. The playoffs are the playoffs.
The playoffs are the playoffs.
Ole, 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 ole. Feeling hot, hot, hot. The offense is not feeling hot. But I guess, okay, listen. Maybe they carry what they did the first drive. I guess the Titans into it. Minus the delay of game.
Now, okay, so if they score the first drive of the Chargers game,
That's a streak.
Is that a streak?
That's a streak.
One
That's 2
drive
straight
into one drive. 2 drives in a row is a streak.
Yeah.
Low bar.
It's a very low.
Low bar.
Yeah.
More from Bobby Slowik at yesterday's press conference. At one point in this press conference, he talked about the Texans' offensive identity, and he gave a weird answer where he said, well, it's what we put on tape. He was asked to clarify what that means, because on tape this year, it's been frustrating to watch. Here is Bobby Slowik clarifying.
What people say outside of this building really, like, that's not really something we hone in on, focus on. We're very much self-reflection type unit and really self-inspired. And that's how we go. That's how we go about everything, So we know what this week means to us. We know the challenge we have in front of us is one heck of a defense. I mean, they're number 1 in points. They're top 5 in like every good situational statistic that there is. We got a challenge, but through the course of the year, we've had many challenges that we've risen to. We're extremely explosive. Like I've said that really, if there's one thing we hang our hat on without a doubt, like we got playmakers out there that can take a ball and go 20 yards any given play. We got to clean up the in-betweens. It's been that way really all season. We know that. And, we'll keep pressing forward in that regard.
It's good they know that, seeing as Bobby along the way there said that they're self-reflective, but the explosive plays keep on getting called back by some of those things that they haven't cleaned up. That's been a problem. Like they've had good plays, and then Laramie Tunsil downfield, Laramie Tunsil illegal formation, a lot of that.
Yeah, Titus Howard holding or Juice Scruggs holding a lot of times this year. Yeah, this is where there's focus that much on the outside noise part of the question. Like they clearly hear it.
Oh,
because he was asked to clarify about the identity of the offense. Because his first answer basically sounds like he's like, we're bad, because that's what the tape shows. So I think that's why they asked for a clarification.
It's a very political way to say we're bad.
Yeah,
we've not been up to snuff.
Yeah, I think that's why they asked for a clarification. They're like, wait, is he admitting they're not good, or is he trying to say that there's something on tape that we don't see that they supposedly do?
Something in the way. Ooh. Yeah, what is it? Oh, it's themselves. This very self-reflective team. This is what's frustrating. Leading up to this game, I'm just looking for any little sparks, much like Bobby Slowik is looking for, to feel confident that a win is possible on Saturday. And this is completely against Bobby Slowik. Him opening his mouth is the best way to just completely fire extinguish me.
Yeah, a little neutering.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Snip, snip, snip.
Snip, snip. It's not great. We don't need the Texans to be snipped. We need some deep steel blue pills for the offense.
There are hard. It's hard to find them.
Yeah,
it's hard to find them.
They got recalled.
They're not hard. It's hard to find them. Yeah, it's like the Adderall shortage. Like there's a sildenafil or whatever it's called shortage.
Yeah, he does nothing to inspire me. I tell you what, Bobby Slowik, if you ever gets a head coaching job, prediction, won't win the opening press conference. The panic that will arise after that press conference will be heightened in whatever market it is. People will be freaking out. Not to the Adam Gase level freak out, but they will watch Bobby Slowik in his first press conference and go, "What did our franchise?"
Because they will look at him and say, "Is he 25?"
Yeah,
he does look young. I mean, he's what, my age? Am I older than him?
I don't know.
That's a good
I
question.
don't know. I mean, at least you don't go by Paulie Gallant. I think that also.
Yeah. What if he was Robert Slowik?
He's 37.
Rob Slowik.
Okay.
I think to be taken more seriously at some point, you have to go by Robert.
Or I'll even settle for Bob Slowik. Bob Slowik, I feel like this team would run the ball more consistently.
What if he changed his name like Buster Poindexter, the
he
artist who
changed
made
his name?
Hot, Hot, Hot? What if he's Buster Slowik?
Even worse. He is fired. He got fired after the Jets game.
Do you guys know his dad's a coach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
And
that.
Yeah.
His dad's name is Robert, right?
Yeah, he
he's-
goes by Bob.
Because he's from the Green Bay area.
Yeah.
And he used to walk to and from Lambeau Field from his house.
Ah, Bob Slowik, current defensive coordinator for the Calgary Stampeders.
Oh. Wow.
So
CFL, baby.
Yeah.
maybe he'll work for his dad next year.
You
He
think-
could be the head coach of the CFL.
Oh.
Oh,
Calgary
it's like the Callahan-
Stampeders
It's like the
request Bobby
Callahans.
Slowik.
It's
Yeah.
like the Brian and Bill
It's the
Callahan.
opposite.
What
Yeah.
about the Calgary Rough Riders? Oh wait, that's the Saskatchewan Rough
Yeah,
Riders.
Yeah.
And the Ottawa Rough Riders. I think like six. There's like 6 CFL teams. And I think 2 of them are called the Rough Riders.
That seems like a problem.
I like it. I think
It
they
seems confusing.
Rough
They should-
Riders, Argonauts. That's all I got. It instead of
bow,
AFC.
bow down, bow, bow, bow down, bow, bow, bow down, bow. Hey,
And-
that's how Rough Riders play.
Instead of AFC, NFC, it's Rough Riders versus Argonauts.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, Bobby Slowik, everybody. Hopefully Saturday they find that spark. Hopefully Saturday they
Just get hot.
hot, hot, hot. Yeah.
That's all they got to do.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just for 4 quarters, get hot.
It may be cold outside, but it's heating up when the Texans are on offense in NRG Stadium.
I think it was Landry complaining about how cold it is inside NRG today. So maybe it'll be cold this weekend.
Landry hates the cold weather. It's so soft.
You're inside.
So soft.
It can't be that cold.
I don't
we
get
need
it.
Dyken to fix the NRG.
Football needs to be played indoors. Good God, everybody. Anyway, some comments about my singing. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm a little Metro boy.
What are people upset about?
You did Rough Riders.
Black Bassmaster says reminds me of Michael Scott. Yeah, that's.
I was thinking, I was like, oh, that's where I've heard this song before.
I see that. I see that.